up? It's your girl, Chris Kaylin, back with another episode of the Princess Diaries. And today we are joined by a very inspiring woman. She's redefining what support and community looks like for mothers. Tysheena, or Sheena, is the founder of The Pink Nest. She turned her personal journey through motherhood, healing, and self-discovery into a mission to help other women feel empowered, informed, and supported. As a certified doula, community health worker, peer lactation counselor, and a neonatal resuscitation provider, Sheena has dedicated years to serving families during some of life's most transformative moments. She's also the founder of Mommy Matcha, a growing community that brings moms and their little ones together through playdates, connection, and conversation. And I'm so excited to have her sit in the Princess Suite. How are you, Sheena?
I am doing so good. Girl, you did your research.
I did. I told you I was doing my research.
I'm like, oh.
That's you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me here.
Of course. First of all, when I did all of this, so I know Sheena outside of this, but like I never knew she did all of this. So like when I'm at my computer, I'm like, you never talk about this stuff. Like, I mean, granted, in your community, but like I just feel like people need to know how awesome you are and the things that you do and how I feel like you're saving women. So I'm going to stay focused on my questions. But yes, so thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So for those who are meeting you for the first time, tell us a little bit about yourself and what inspired you to create The Pink Nest.
Okay. So what inspired, well, my name is Tysheena. I am a mom of two beautiful girls. I have a 13-year-old in 1 week and a 7-year-old, two girls.
Wow.
What inspired me to create The Pink Nest was my personal experience. I went through postpartum depression after having my second daughter. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I just felt like my only purpose at that time was to make milk and to feed my baby. And I just felt like I didn't really have a purpose. And so I started to change that with what is now considered the framework of the Pink Nest, which is the Nest method. I nourished myself. I started working out, which is move. Connect. I started connecting with other moms and other people that are like-minded. I restored myself doing like affirmations, journaling, saying no, setting healthy boundaries, and shine. I had to have lip gloss because like it was like I just felt like I was looking so like crusty all day, every day. And I'm like, okay.
And I feel like a lot of people talk about how they lose themselves when they become moms. And it's just like, from the outside looking in, I don't have any kids. So like, that's why this is so inspiring for me. But like, to me, it's like, you're a superwoman. Like, you brought a whole human into this world. But like, I could only imagine, and I've seen it, how everything just becomes mom, and mom doesn't have a life. And it's like, hey, for the young kids who might be watching this, your mama was a baddie before you got here, okay?
Hello.
And I feel like you're doing a really good job at helping women get back to, and I don't even want to say baddie, but just getting back to themselves, whoever that may be. So that's really cool. So like, you often talk about having a different experience with your first daughter versus your second daughter. So like, how did those experiences shape the mission today?
So when I had my first daughter, I was 21 and I just kind of went with the flow. I was pretty healthy. My doctor was pretty cool. I went in to have her and I was pushing, and I remember one of the OBGYNs, she was like, this wasn't my provider, by the way. She was like, if you don't start pushing, we're going to have to take you to the back and get a C-section. And I'm like, C-section? What is that? And like, what are you talking about? And so I remember my provider, I had, I want to say Dr. Hunter was my doctor then, and she was like, nope, she can push. And so she allowed me to push, and I pushed my baby out, and it was cool. And so maybe like a couple, like down the line, I realized that I wasn't like healing properly. And I feel like in my medical records, it said I had a 3rd degree like tear. Yeah, but I feel like I had a episiotomy and they didn't tell me.
Right.
Yeah.
My mom had to get an episiotomy. She never lets me live that down.
Yeah. That's what I really feel like, because it just took so long to heal normally.
Yeah.
And so my second experience, I knew that I wanted to do things differently. I was more aware. I was more educated on what I wanted. I was like, I'm getting me a midwife.
Right.
I'm getting me a midwife. And so I got a midwife. I was like, I'm doing a water birth. I had the whole thing planned out. And one day I was on the phone talking to a friend, and I was like, I text her. I was like, girl, I had a dream that I went to the doctor and I peed on a stick and it was green, and that's not good.
Right.
And so it was just so weird. And at that point, my legs was kind of swelling up. This was like towards the end. And sure enough, I had my appointment. I went in there and I peed on the stick and it was green.
Are you serious?
Yes, it was so crazy. I had preeclampsia.
So, okay, for someone who's like, what? So what's preeclampsia?
So preeclampsia is when you have a protein in your urine, you have high blood pressure. Some moms may experience like swelling in their feet, hands, lower extremities, trouble breathing.
Gosh.
But it could be very deadly, especially if it's not managed properly. And so I was scared. At that point, I thought I was going to die.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I see a lot of moms, they talk about having preeclampsia, but for it to be as scary as that is, like, why are so many women experiencing preeclampsia? But I'll let you finish your story. Sorry, I'm sorry. That was
no, it's
crazy.
Okay. No.
Oh my gosh.
Where we was at?
It was green.
Oh, yeah, it was green. And when I went into the, after I left out the bathroom, my midwife was like, oh, you got preeclampsia, like we're gonna have to go to the hospital. And the hospital of hospitals, I had so many people die in my family there, and I just did not want to go there. Did not want to go there. And so I went there, and they were moving so fast, like rushing everything. My midwife was like, they're not gonna do anything until I get there, like no one can touch you. And they didn't listen to what she said. They were checking me. They were moving fast. They was threatening me with C-sections, and it was so crazy. At that moment, I thought I was going to die.
Right. So my question is, first of all, to be under that much pressure while dealing with preeclampsia, having a baby, so I remember seeing this video on social media of this lady who in the middle of her being in labor, they took her to court over a C-section.
I saw that.
And I was just like, I honestly, I was like, this is AI. Like, it's no way that this is real. But like, with you saying they threatened, like, can they? So I feel like this is so illegal.
It is. Like, we should have autonomy over our own body. Like, why do people have so much right and control over what we can and cannot do?
So, like, I'm pretty sure that had a huge role as to why your second experience, because like you said, you had it planned out.
Yeah.
And it did not go that way at all. So, like, how do you feel like that affected your postpartum after that?
Well, so my daughter ended up being born 36 weeks and 6 days. So 37 weeks is considered like full term. Right. So if I had her that extra day, she wouldn't have had to go to the NICU. Right. So she had to go to the NICU, and so I had to leave her the hospital without her. Oh my gosh. And that was like, I feel like that moment is what began the postpartum depression for me, because it was like, I did all the things right. I ate healthy. Like, why couldn't my baby come home with me? Like, why is she still at the hospital? Even though they're saying that she's perfectly fine. Right. They just wanted her to eat a certain amount of food. And that also like stressed me out, because seeing someone overfeed your baby, right, and you can't do anything about it because you just want her to be able to go home, you know? And so if it was up to me, I would have like, right, take my baby with me.
And I was like, Mama Bear getting ready to come out. And It's just like, yeah. So you share that wellness, self-care, and emotional support help you find yourself again through motherhood. So what did that healing journey look like for you?
So I started connecting with other, like, more moms. I started like hanging out with friends that were moms. Like, before, like, it seemed like when I got pregnant, I lost all my friends.
Everyone says that.
Yeah. I didn't have any friends. Oh no. Yeah. And so I started reconnecting with other people that was in the same situation as me. Like, when I say situation, or like their moms. I started hanging out with people that worked out, and I started eating better. My first thing I did is I did like this 7-day like juice smoothie cleanse. And I was like, I just want to like start to feel better. And so I started doing the cleanse. I remember getting some like, I think I had some sea moss, and I remember I had like researched, and it was like you can use it as like a facial or something. And I was like, I'm gonna put this on my face. I just started using what I had, because I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, right. And so
what is happening?
Yeah, I was like, I just don't know. But just like doing those things, like starting to do self-care, that brought me back to reclaiming my pink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Perfect interlude. You must be looking at my question. So now into the pink nest. So as a certified doula and all the things, you've experienced, you've supported many families. So what are some of the biggest challenges that mothers are facing today, you feel like?
Lack of community, one.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women I notice are really lonely. I see that a lot of my clients ended up becoming my friends because it's like, oh, you get it. You
Right.
understand me. And sometimes support. Like I feel like a lot of moms and women lack support.
And it's needed. Just from the outside looking in, like, you need the support. The community has to be there. So when you say reclaiming your pink, so what is reclaiming your pink?
Okay, wait. So did you know that flamingos lose their pink after giving birth to their baby chicks?
I did not know that. And
yes.
Oh my God, you baby chicks, why would you do that? That is so rude. You're flamingo. Like, that is, babies take everything. Can't have nothing.
Literally.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that makes sense as to why that's so cool.
So I brought you on.
Oh, thank you. I feel so neat. Oh, look.
You know, and I say, like, whenever like you lose your pink, you don't necessarily have to be a mom to like lose your pink. Like, we all go through points where we feel like, dang, like,
I feel like I lose my pink every 3 months.
Yeah. And you just gotta pop back out like, okay,
I'm back.
Yeah.
No, I just love that messaging because, like, I feel like a lot of times mothers, women in general, like, we just give so much to so many other people and in so many other instances, and it's just kind of like, you don't have anyone, hopefully you do, but most times you don't have anyone to pour back into you.
Right.
When you're consistently just giving out. So, like, when I saw, like, the pink nest and just everything from the stretching and, like, the breathing techniques, it's like you're actually taking the time and just seeing you, like, pour into yourself in real time and just see you, like, take your time with it. But then you also have the capacity to, like, create a space for, like, women and mothers. I just think it's just such a beautiful thing. So, like, I think that's really cute, the little flamingo.
Thank you.
What makes the pink nest different from any other maternal support services?
What makes the pink nest different from any other maternal wellness services? It's pink. I have flamingos. I have, like, people remember my brand. They remember the story. That's what makes it different. But
no, really, it is. I'm like, it's festive. It's cute. I like it. I don't even know any other maternal services except yours. So boom.
Right?
Perfect. This episode of Princess Diaries is sponsored by the Bill Green Law Firm. If you've been in an accident, make sure you call the Bill Green Law Firm. No win, no cost. That's our promise. All right, so you're a doula, lactation specialist, neonatal, everything. So, like, you work with a lot of families, a lot of little cute babies. So, like, do you have a memorable moment or a memorable story from your time of working with the pink nest?
Yes. So my first client, she had called me. I went to school with her, and she was like, I'm having a baby, and do you want to be my doula? Like, I'm about to go into the hospital. Like, we hadn't really talked that much throughout her pregnancy, like, just here and there. And I was like, I'm just come. Like, you don't, like, I'm not worried about no payment. Like, I was like, I just need a sign, like, that this is for me. And so I went, and it was the most beautiful experience ever. Like, she had, like, it was so fast. When I got inside of the hospital, the doctor was coming out, and she was like, oh, they got me on Pitocin or whatever. And I'm like, and for those that don't know what Pitocin is, it's like the mechanical medication that makes labor begin. So it's like just start the labor and contractions. And so she was like, yeah, they got me on that, but I don't know why, because I'm dilating like I'm supposed to be. And I went in there, and I was like asking the doctor questions, and she was like, she wanted to take it off because she wanted to be able to get up and move around. And so I was like, hey, she wants to be able to take this Pitocin off because she wants to be able to move around. And the doctor looked at me and said, oh yeah, she's progressing along right, like, smoothly. I mean, we can get her off. So my question is, like, why did you start her on it in the beginning?
Yeah.
And so that was like a really memorable experience, because had I not been there, she would have had that intense pain, labor from the pain, because the Pitocin does make the contractions way more intense than what it would be naturally.
Wow. So just having someone there to advocate for you.
Yes.
And that's and especially like when I'm pretty sure the last thing that you're thinking about is arguing with a doctor. It's like, I just want this baby out. Like, whatever makes it work.
Like, you don't, like I'm not worried about no payment. Like I was like, I just need a sign like that this is for me. And so I went, and it was the most beautiful experience ever. Like she had like it was so fast. When I got inside of the hospital, the doctor was coming out, and she was like, "Oh, they got me on Pitocin or whatever." And I'm like, and for those that don't know what Pitocin is, it's like the mechanical medication that makes labor begin. So it's like just start the labor and contractions. And so she was like, "Yeah, they got me on that, but I don't know why, because I'm dilating like I'm supposed to be." And I went in there, and I was like asking the doctor questions, and she was like, she wanted to take it off because she wanted to be able to get up and move around. And so I was like, hey, she wants to be able to take this Pitocin off because she wants to be able to move around. And the doctor looked at me and said, oh yeah, she's progressing along right, like smoothly. I mean, we can get her off. So my question is like, why did you start her on it in the beginning?
Yeah.
And so that was like a really rememberable experience, because had I not been there, she would have had that intense pain, labor from the pain, because the Pitocin does make the contractions way more intense than what it would be naturally.
Wow. So just having someone there to advocate for you.
Yes.
And that's and especially like when I'm pretty sure the last thing that you're thinking about is arguing with a doctor. It's like, I just want this baby out. Like, whatever makes it work. So, Mommy and Matcha. Let's talk about Mommy and Matcha. Okay, y'all. First of all, I had an event this past weekend, and I've shared on this podcast many of times that I'm not a fan of matcha. Like, it just tastes like a football field. All right, so earlier this week, I had an event, and I've been on this podcast, and I've given my opinion about matcha and how I feel about how it tastes like a football field. And, someone told me you should have never gone to Starbucks. You got to do this, do that. So I had an event. Sheena makes, at that point, what I heard, a very delicious matcha. So she created samples for my event. And when I tell y'all, like, when I taste it on camera, because if one thing about it, I'm honest to a fault sometimes. But when I tell y'all, it was so good. It was vanilla. I don't know what flavor you made, but it was really good. Like, it was vanilla. Like, I didn't taste, like, any, like, football field in it. So I really enjoyed it. So I know Mommy and Matcha is a space for moms to come, connect, to have playdates. So what inspired, I don't even want to call it a shift because I feel like it aligns with the Pink Nest, but what made this new addition?
So I started doing like making matcha by myself to help me slow down and to be intentional and be present in the moment. So making matcha is just like so... You got to measure out the ingredients. Like each ingredient has to be like a certain measurement. So it allowed me to be present, to slow down, to reconnect with myself. And it tastes good. And so
yours tastes good.
I'm glad that you liked it.
Yes.
Because like I kept asking, I think I asked Fatima, and she was like, yeah, Chris does not like matcha. I'm like, she just has to have a mommy.
I have
mommy
to.
And
you
matcha.
were right.
But I created this space because I love making matcha, and I felt that it was a great way to connect women and wellness together. Mm-hmm. So Mommy and Matcha will be play dates, wellness, and just like a big community space to connect moms and other wellness resources that they can use to help, get their pink bag.
I think it's so needed. So, like, why is it so important for moms to have a village and opportunities just to connect with other moms?
I feel like moms need to connect with other moms because sometimes it just feels so lonely. Like you are, you're going through different hormones and feelings, and sometimes like you need somebody that get it, And
I've had conversation with my friends who are moms, and they're just like, you know what, Chris, I love you, but some things you just don't get because you're not a mom. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what? You're right. However I can support you, I'll support you. But, like, those are just some of the conversations that you just, like you said, you don't want to feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
And just to be able to have that community and that village and just to, like, know someone who... You're not alone. You're not alone. You're not crazy. The kids might be crazy, but you're not crazy. What is your vision for the Pink Nest and Mommy and Matcha over the next 2 years?
My vision for the Pink Nest in Mommy and Matcha is for it to grow, to have more moms that is able to be a part of our community. We also have a walking group, a part of the Pink Nest called the Pink Path Walk, and so it's a walking group for women, all women. You don't have to be a mom to join. So for those pillars to grow, for us to connect with more families, to help more moms reclaim themselves. I really want Mommy and Matcha to be a cafe.
No, it has to be.
Yes,
it's
so
going
good.
to be. It's so good. Like, and you're gonna be like /doula /lactation nurse barista. Like, I think you can do it all.
Right.
Like, I don't know how you're gonna do it all, but I think you can do it all.
No, seriously, because you know what's so crazy? I want to do something called Matcha Daddies.
What? Okay, what with dads and their kids?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Because
especially, I mean, I don't know if it's too late because Father's Day is like next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think you should do Matcha Daddies.
Yes.
Wear your hoochie daddy shorts too.
Right.
I think that would be so cute because there are a lot of guys who actually like matcha. When that whole quarter zip thing was happening, I was like, y'all like matcha?
Yeah.
So I think you should. And I'm going to come and spectate.
Right. You could do that.
Yes, I'm going to come and be the spectator. That's going to be my job. And asking people different things. But no, Sheena, like, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit with me. I absolutely love your movement, and I love what you have going on. I just think, like, a lot of women, just like you said, not moms obviously, but, like, a lot of women just need that whole, like, to get your pink bag.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, when I tell you, like, every 3 months, I'm like, I'm a white flamingo.
No. I'm going to have to come in. Like, come on, Chris, let's go work out.
No, seriously. Right. And you don't know how often, like, when I tap through your stories, and I'm like, oh, look at Sheena at yoga. Like, let me go do something. So, like, you are really inspiring. I just love what you're doing. You make it look so easy, and I know it's not, but, like, I just appreciate you, and thank you for showing up for me, too. So
thank you. Yes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to come. I also wanted to bring you, like, it's like a little token of, like, what our Mommy and Matcha moms experience at our events.
This is so cool. Yeah. Y'all, I got a bag. This is my first time on the show. I got a bag. Oh, so actually we started, thank you. I can't wait to go through this. But so on the show we started a new segment and it's called Dear Diary. Ooh. So you're gonna look into the camera and you're gonna start off saying Dear Diary, but what are your hopes for the pink? I know we kind of covered that, but I mean if you want to go a little deeper, what are your hopes or your wishes for the pink nest and Mommy and Matcha? And what do you tell your diary at night about this?
Dear Diary. The Pink Nest is the world's #1 maternal wellness brand in the world. We have a huge facility, and it is the nest, literally the nest. We have birthing facilities, a space where moms can come to the Pink Nest and actually have their babies. We have classes, like a wellness hub where people can come and like, say if a mom needs to apply for a job, like we have computer rooms. Say if we have like a workout room where people can come and work out, we'll have a cafe. That'll be Mommy and Matcha. I actually have something else that I'm working on that I'm so excited to release, and that will be for the little babies. And I also tell my diary that I can do all things. I can do all things, and exactly what I want this to be, it will be.
I cannot wait when you get all of this. I'm gonna say, Sheena, remember this? Let me just play this clip right here at the opening when we said all of these things are going to happen. But no, like, and also like, I feel like babies love your voice. You have such a soft voice. Like, if I was a baby, I would just fall asleep. Aww. Side note, I think you should consider like, well, of course you're a mom and you're on YouTube. Do you know like the people who read like books and stuff? Like they just read books. You don't see them. You might want to consider that, friend. You have a very nice voice.
Oh, thank you.
I think you should consider reading reading babies on YouTube, just a side hustle.
So you know what's so crazy? When I first got this idea, I was inside of a coffee shop, and I saw so many moms coming to the coffee shop, and I'm like, and that's why I got Mommy and Matcha, because I was like, and then I was thinking I can come to the coffee shop and read books to the kids.
Like, you have the perfect voice. Like, it's very calming. I'm like, whatever you say, yes, yes, ma'am. So yeah, but no, I super enjoy this. Oh, so how can the people get connected with you if they are looking for a doula or they want to come to the next Mommy and Matcha? All that good stuff. Everything Pink Nest and pink and everything.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at thepinknest.co. You can also check out my website at www.thepinknest.com. I'm also on Facebook at The Pink Nest. And you can also follow me on my personal page, Tysheena.j, just for all the wellness updates and all the fun things that I do.
Yay. Thank you so much for sitting with me.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you are subscribed and streaming the Princess Diaries podcast everywhere that you stream your podcast. Connect with us on socials, the Princess Diaries on every platform. And make sure you're connecting with me, Chris Kalen, on Instagram and Facebook, _Chris Kalen on TikTok. And I will see you for another episode of Princess Diaries. And remember, don't lose your pink. Yeah, that was a good one. Thank you so much.